Hello, my moonbeams. I am so happy to have you here. I hope everyone is having a beautiful Tuesday. I have a channeled message, well, a channeled song really, that's been coming through the past 24 hours and it will not leave me alone, so I'm gonna get it out. I've never heard this song before. It's by like a K-pop band, I believe. Very, very twin flamey. And when I was done like journaling the song, journaling the channeled song, it was 222. So you could be seeing 222 a lot recently, especially if you are on a twin flame journey. But the song goes, I tried to hide, but something broke. I tried to sing, couldn't hit the notes. The words kept catching in my throat. I tried to smile, I was suffocating though. But here with you, I can finally breathe. You say you are no good, but you are good for me. I've been hoping to change, now I know we can change, but I won't if you're not by my side. So there's like this energy that you guys gave each other, like a shockwave I'm seeing to like change, okay? So when you were in each other's energy, you just had this like force field to change or start making waves. That's what's coming through very strongly here. Excuse me, I still have this cough. Why does it feel right every time I let you in? All the secrets that keep me in chains, all the damage that might make me dangerous. You've got a dark side, guess you're not the only one. And mind you, this is like a female and a male singing together in this song, okay? You got a dark side, guess you're not the only one. What if we both tried fighting what we are running from? And it's like this energy of you're running from yourself, okay? Both of you are running from yourselves, okay? Because to be with this other person is to hold up a mirror, and a very intense mirror, okay? We can't fix it if we never face it. What if we find a way to escape it? We could be free, let the past be in the past until it's weightless. But you are breaking through all the dark in me when I thought nobody could. And you are waking up all the parts of me that I thought were buried for good. Oh, so take my hand, it's open, free, free. What if we heal what's broken, free, free? Wow. I mean, if that is not twin flamey, I don't know what is, okay? There's an energy of really being scared of your darkness, okay? But you gotta go to those depths of hell and bring light to those areas of yourself, both of you, until you get comfortable with it, until you regain your power and control over those things, and you're not trying to hide it or subdue it any longer, but you're using it for power, okay? And that's the full, when you come into full acceptance of yourself. And there's also this energy of like the profound healing, which I've been picking up on this, is going to come from one another loving each other. It's going to be in the way you love each other that it helps each other heal. And love is the healing frequency, right? Love heals some people in the darkest depths, right? People who have gone through a lot in life, maybe someone even sitting in prison, and gets a little inkling of love from somebody, and it helps them heal, sometimes turn their life around for the positive. Love can do absolutely powerful things. And just like what this song it's saying, you know, I know we can change, but it won't happen if you're not by my side. Okay, it's almost like you're the reason I breathe, I just heard. Wow. Both are on a very changing path. I see that. But I'm just getting that the most profound change is going to come from like a union together. So let's start out with the tarot. Very, very powerful energy today. This new moon tomorrow. Queen of Cups. Wow, the whale energy. You could be having dreams. Someone here could be having dreams of like the sea up in space. Okay, so like you see a picture of space and it's like whales and fish and octopus are like swimming around in space. Okay, very specific for somebody here. We have the crab energy, so Cancer energy coming through really strong here as well. And we have the moon in the background here, so it's really saying like these two have become comfortable here with their feelings, have become able to sit with themselves and really feel what they need to feel. Okay, and you could tell from this song here, okay, all these epiphanies that have been going on. And the Three of Cups. So wow, some type of communion here, some type of celebration I see here. We also have a very curious energy with the raccoon. So being very curious finally about spirituality and about oneness and connection and love and God being love, right? And the universe. Someone's really awakening here. Of course, this is going to be a lot of cause for celebration. We have the Five of Wands in reverse. So finally putting down burdens. And this was causing your own burdens by not letting yourself feel what this is, right? On both sides, whether you're the masculine or feminine, trying to push this down for whatever reason the 3D world is giving you to need to push this down, right? But finally standing up and saying, you know what? I'm going to let myself free of this. This is my truth and I'm going to stand in it. Okay, yesterday we got the throat chakra very strongly. So it's like needing to even just speak your truth out loud. Speak it under the new moon, okay? What you believe or know to be true about this connection. Ace of Pentacles, a new offering financially. This has been coming up, okay? Wow, we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the moon in reverse. Beautiful energy here. Beautiful, beautiful energy. The once elusive spider, right? Coming forward with passionately, very passionately, moth to a flame here with, and you see like the spirit energy here. White lilies also. The Ascended Master Nada is coming up for me. The heart chakra awakening. And you see this green energy here too. Okay, the heart chakra, the hearts are finally awakening to this because you're laying down those swords, laying down those wands, laying down those burdens, and letting yourself feel these hidden, subdued emotions that need to be felt, right? 18 could be significant. The Fool in reverse. Wow. Okay. So, and the rabbit's really standing out to me. One of you could be the year of the rabbit. But the Fool in the upright speaks of a new journey. But what I'm getting here is this isn't a new journey, okay? This is something that had a false start in the past and never got off the ground, okay? This is an old journey that you've been on, but maybe off and on, okay? Coming back to life here. It's coming back to life. Oh. The Empress, beautiful. We have the beautiful yellow butterfly here. Someone has a deceased matriarchal figure, okay, that comes back as a yellow or white butterfly. You may see them a lot, okay? You may see them a lot, okay? And it's somebody very significant to you, a grandmother, maybe even a mother, who is really with you at this time. There's something here. I just heard the chains that bind. Okay, there's something here that you're like on the cusp of going down the same path as one of these matriarchal figures. Maybe there is a ancestral wound here of staying in an unhappy marriage or staying in an unhappy relationship. And you have a choice here, like this journey of healing and this action of stopping, subduing these feelings is going to help you bring your true self to the surface, what you really want, okay? And it's going to make it so much easier to make that decision, to listen to your intuition, to trust what the universe has planned for you. And this matriarchal figure surrounding you is trying to keep reminding you to choose different this time, okay? Something that needs to be healed. Queen of Pentacles, again, you guys, with the white, yellow butterfly here, okay? So Spirit's just really saying that here, and then we have double white rabbit here, okay? Both going down the journey of the white rabbit, okay? And you know that with Alice in Wonderland, right? That saying, okay? Both really going down this journey finally really accepting it. Both of you pushing this away for different reasons. And it's due to the unhealed energy, right? Just like the song says, what if we heal? What if we heal? What would this look like, right? Would we not be so fearful of this anymore? And it's funny because when this song first came through, the title of it came through to me as Fear. And I couldn't find the song. And I'm like, that's not it, because the lyrics weren't matching with anything I was finding. And then I finally found it, and the song was actually called Free. How beautiful is that, right? Turning that fear into freedom. Beautiful, beautiful energy today. We are gonna speak to Rumi today. I love this deck. I haven't brought it out in a while, and I was just feeling very, very called to it. It's a little big for my hands, so it's a little hard for me to shuffle, but we are gonna make it through and make do. And I might read from the book a little bit on this one. The Human Gift. Wow, look at that. You almost see, it almost looks like an angel. And another thing too, I went to go put on meditation music. I wanted to put on 528 hertz, the healing frequency, the love healing frequency, especially after reading through the lyrics. And I accidentally clicked on the app called Angel, which you know is a lot of, they make a lot of movies, like they made the Chosen series, and they make a lot of movies centered around God and like miracles and stuff. Very beautiful. So, but there's no coincidences, right? This looks like a human having a tough time, and an angel here, which we were just talking about, a matriarchal figure on the other side helping through this, and then Divine Mother manifests. I just felt Mother Gaia really strongly, but I'm also feeling heart chakra energy here. Again, like the heart chakra is being cracked wide open for the both of you. profound healing. And this includes loving yourself. So this may be manifesting in things that it's been hard for you to let go of certain things, even like vices in the past, and all of a sudden it's just clicked, okay? That's a sign here that this is what you're going through, okay? You're easy able to like let go of things. You're like, I want the best for myself. I want to be healthy, this and that, and it's just clicking. When maybe you've been going at this for years, you know, trying to heal yourself in certain ways, and it just hasn't clicked yet. Passion of the Wild Red Mother. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. The mother just coming out a lot here. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Divine Mother manifests, Passion of the Wild Red Mother. Wow, okay. And the right choice here. There is a choice. There is a choice to be made, and Spirit's calling me back to that ancestral wound of staying in unhappy marriages or unhappy relationships, okay? If that's for you, it's for you, okay? But this is a very specific twin flame journey message coming out today. It's not going to be for everybody. And this will find you when it's meant to find you. This could find a ton of people in a year from now. I don't know. Okay, that didn't feel right. You should try shuffling. We are going to read a couple of these cards. Let love transform. Wow, beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Did I not say you loving each other is going to be the profound healing? Wow. Wow. I love it. I love it. Passion for purpose. Exactly. And that just is tying me to, we have another feminine here. So much red energy. It could be root chakra energy too, okay? Healing of the root chakra. That's where a lot of our fear comes from. A blocked root chakra, okay? Unhealed family root issues, right? Passion for purpose, and that's a 2. Okay, we were seeing 222 before this. Let's get one more of these, Spirit. 1. Wow. It said the oneness. Going down that spiritual rabbit hole, the connection, right? Seeking out community, learning about the oneness and the universe and the love. One love. Wow. Okay. I want to start with the Passion of the Wild Red Mother. It's number 36, which is also a 9, which can be a closing out of a significant cycle. Oh, we also have the right choice, and I flipped right to that, so I'm going to read that. Stay close to those who know about the heart. Choose the shade of a tree that is in constant bloom. Don't meander aimlessly among the herb sellers and potion vendors. Go directly to the shop that sells nothing but sweets. Don't sit waiting by every boiling pot to have your plate filled. Not every boiling pot is cooking what you want. Not every sugar cane is filled with sugar. Not every down has an up. Not every eye has vision. Not every sea contains pearls. This is so interesting that sugar's coming up, because I've just had like the urge lately to like more juice and eat more fruit. Within you, maybe that's you, maybe that's confirmation for somebody here. You've been like only craving fruit lately. Within you, I recognize my most trusted friend. We go back a long way to before that moment when time began. We knew each other then, even before time was born. So I say, hello, my old and dear friend. So lovely for us to meet again. And I feel how your heart responds with a wave of love. Okay, this is something so deep here, because how long have I been, for any of you that are, you know, coming back and listening and following this storyline, that these two recognize each other by their hearts. Okay, so wow, listen to this. And I feel how your heart responds with a wave of love, for it is that love that is you, my most trusted friend. On the path of love, there is not so much wrong and right in the moral sense, so much as what is wrong or right for you. The mind cannot help so much here. Only the heart can speak such truths. The mind may reject it, recoil, analyze, and find all the reasons why the simple truth, the right choice of the heart, cannot possibly work and only lead to pain. Wow, you guys got to go look up that song and read the thing in its entirety as well, and come back to this message. Wow. It's this feeling like, you know, there was a line in there too, like, why hope when all hope is lost, you know? But it's like this love gives such profound hope. And it did, but it was also scary, right? That is what the mind does rather well, actually. But it doesn't mean the right choice. The heart choice becomes incorrect. It means rather that the heart has outsmarted the mind, and the mind will need to bow to the heart, even without understanding its sometimes impenetrable mysteries. Or one can choose to stay in inner conflict, right? If you choose not to heal and open your heart to this, then you are going to stay in this inner turmoil, this inner conflict, fighting against the right choice. But eventually love will prevail, and the way forward must be taken. There's no way around this, I just heard. So can you give up what you have planned, believed, or decided? Let the heart wisdom that silently and constantly broadcasts its pure and true intention into the fertile womb of the universe lead the way instead. It will lead you along the right path to the right house where sits the right master for you. He grabs you in a bear hug and gently whispers into your ear, "What took you so long? I've been waiting for you since the day you were born. Now we're all together and it's time for us to play." It is said that one man's meat is another man's poison. To base your choices on what others have chosen for themselves may end up killing you. And didn't I say, you guys, you know, we have reasons for not choosing this path. Everybody has different 3D reasons, right? But based off what other people are telling us is right or wrong for us to do in our own lives. Better to you take your risks on the angel of your own heart, wise as that being is, and dance to your own heart rhythm instead. There may be fear if others seem to be dancing different steps, but beloved, you know that is just because every heart has its own unique rhythm, and yours doesn't want to waltz so much as to tango. So why not allow it to be thus without fear or doubt? This oracle comes with a message for you. In your heart, you know what holds meaning for you. You may or may not have grand vision to go along with that meaning as yet, but deep within, you know what is without value and what holds value for you. You were born with those values intact in your heart, and whatever confusion has arisen for you along the way is just where the values of others have transfused into your own blood. It is time for a transfusion of holy light into that blood, and it's going back to the marriages again. So, or staying in relationships because other people say you should, because that's the right thing to do, rather than listening to your heart. What does that lead to? A life of inner dissatisfaction, not being true. It's the abandonment of oneself. It is time for a transfusion of holy light into that blood to be cleansed and purified, restored to its integrity, and filled with passion for what is rightfully yours. your unique passion and purpose. If you have been concerned about your path and what steps to take next, this oracle comes as an omen of good things headed your way. Clarity, reassurance, truth, and revelation. Don't hold on to a belief system or vision if it appears to be tossed on its head. Let things go the way they will, and good fortune will prevail for you. That vision might actually have been upside down all this time and suddenly able to right itself and be born for you if allowed to topple. Or perhaps there is more fulfilling version of your vision lurking in the remnants, to be scooped up by your soul and its hawk vision and eagle deafness. Trust that if you are being drawn away from a tantalizing sweet shop, there is a more delicious array of confection just around the corner for you. So yes, have your tantrum if you must, but you will be sheepish soon when you realize that the hand of the great beloved that removes is the same hand that bestows even greater gifts. Let go of control issues, I just heard. Sacred honoring ritual. Turn the palms of your hands down towards earth and say aloud, with gratitude and trust, I release that which is not rightfully mine. Open your hands upwards to the sky. Say out loud, I give thanks for the grace that is bestowed upon me now as I accept my rightful divine inheritance. Stand with your hands in prayer at your heart and say aloud, I honor my heart wisdom. May my heart always be my leading light, showing me the way of grace. So be it. You have completed your honoring ritual. Whew, that is absolutely beautiful. I'm like a bit speechless here. Passion and the wild mother. Don't ask the conscious ones about the wine. Behold the glowing effect of it in the eyes of drunks. Very interesting, because the vice of alcoholism has been coming up very strongly the last few readings. Okay. Bring me your unreasonableness, your insanity, your love without reason, and your passion. The passion that makes you crazy and shoos all logical restraint from your mind. So sorry, you guys. Let me take a drink. Okay. Leave your ordered thoughts, sensible plans, and appropriate attire at my door. Put on your animal fur and sing to me in gibberish. When my beautiful goats die, I make drums for their skins, and their spirits live on in my passionate play. When my birds drop their feathers, I gather them and put them in my hair. Come drum with me as I place feathers in your hair, and we honor the spirits of my animals. Of your animal nature too, wild and free as you are in truth. Stick your tongue out and growl at those who try to tame you with guilt, shame, and fear. Do you think I give a damn for any of their silly games? Those games of reason and logic? Of course you should do it this way, they say. It makes sense. But I care not for what makes sense. I care for what brings you alive. I'm just seeing a candle, like a long stick candle, a long white candle. Maybe somebody just lit one. You, oh blazing angel, again, something to do with angel, and being invited by the wild red mother to participate in a dance of divine passion. And we had the Five of Wands in reverse, passion energy, passionate instead of burdened, right? You may be an activist, a poet, an advocate for justice, or a writer, content in your own world of dreams, or perhaps you are a healer devoted to the liberation of the suffering of others, and hungry to commune with ancient wisdom. Three of Cups. Commune with the ancient wisdom, the oneness, the universe. Yes, beautiful. Perhaps you are all of these or some other exquisite amalgam of energy, of holy energy and form. Whatever your nature, there is passion in your heart, a fire for something more powerful than fear that can become the fuel for your life journey if you accept the invitation of the wild red mother, of course. This is the invitation to lay aside despair, to lay aside doubt in the capacity of the human heart, even your frustration and impatience, okay? It is time to quit whipping yourself and others, no matter how noble the intention behind the whip may be, and start dancing instead. Will you join her, the wild red mother, in her exuberant play? You can choose to lead through joy, to heal through love, to transform, to heal through love again, you guys. This is such the message here, okay? Healing through love is the divine mission I just heard. You can choose to lead through joy, to heal through love, to transform suffering into what it is meant to be, the crucible through which ecstasy reveals itself. You do not have to analyze, to stay in the throes of process and ordered stages. You can just choose this passionate path now. If you wish, you are ready, it is open to you. Will you accept? It takes a great spirit, one with much patience and studied rebellion, to be ready to cast off the shackles of society from a place of loving defiance rather than fearful anger. And to playfully say to the world, I have tasted your stale bread and underdeveloped wine, and I have quite enough now. I decline your offer to gorge upon such lesser fruits. I prefer to feast upon bread, hot and fresh, and wine that is mouth-feeling. Join me if you like. It is an abundant feast, and there is plenty for all. Even in the spiritually minded, there can be a driving fear, thinly veiled as devotion to the most arduous path. Perhaps for a while that serves as a truth of sorts, but eventually there will come time when smaller truths must give way to larger ones, so the soul can truly be free to grow. Soul expansion, right? That's what we're here for. And what is the vessel for our soul to expand? This body, which causes limitations. We must break through those limitations. Passion is the bridge that leads you from a smaller truth that suffering is necessary in order to heal towards a larger and more luscious experience of life as a divine embrace. Yes, sometimes the divine lover, in all enthusiasm for the sport, bites you too hard or grabs you with much desire that a bruise remains. However, the passion behind such fervent embrace can leave you begging for more life, for more of that boundless love, even when it knocks you on the head whilst grabbing for you. This is possible when you give up on judgment of what is good and what is bad, and what is apparently spiritual and what is not. And when you just realize everything in your life is leading to love. Wow. And it's just bringing me back to Adam and Eve when they ate from the tree of good and evil. Before then, nothing was good and nothing was evil. But then things had labels, right? When they weren't meant to be. And now we live under that umbrella. Whether through caress or a slap, the divine lover is seducing you. If you can accept this, you can certainly give yourself permission to love what you love, to live how you wish to live, and to forget about holding yourself back from some choices make sense and others make more sense than others supposedly do not. If you are able to rise to the passion that is possible for you, you'll let the wild red mother consume your philosophies and doctrines. She'll feast on your religion and your plans and devour your doubts and uncertainties. She'll tear away your need for maps and directions. Just when you think there's nothing left, she'll grab your hands and spin with you. You'll tilt back your head and laugh so wildly with her, spinning together along with the earth upon her axis. With a daring and bold love for life that will not be squashed, that wild mother speaks to you now. You can choose passion over fear time and time again, so I invite you to paint the whole world red with me with passionate nature. Let us laugh and change the world. This oracle comes to you with a message. It is a big cosmic yes. It is also an invitation to let go of suffering and struggle, not with regret or shame, but with gentle acknowledgement that it has had its purpose. It has a bigger purpose. It has a bigger purpose, that of passion, which calls you to engage in the embrace of life with more abandon than ever before. That's beautiful. I have a tattoo quote down my back: live your life with wild abandon and go boldly in the direction of your dreams. Okay, that quote feels very relevant here. You could have heard it recently. Now is the time to let go of the belief system and needing to know anything. It is time to trust in the beating of your own heart and in the people, places, and experiences that truly move you. Find your passion, find your true self. The messages the last 2 days have been about your true self-discovery, right? Whether it makes sense or appears to be logical or not. The wild red mother comes to you when you are ready for her at a soul level. Your mind may think she's a thief in the night, ready to pilfer all you hold near and dear. You can't be afraid of what's going to leave your life. You can't be afraid of what's going to leave your life here. Wow, okay. And be utterly in terror at the prospect, but your soul will be gurgling with such anticipation of freedom, it will fill your heart with sweet love and urge you to let go. Let her have her way with you, even if it means she crashes into the dark as she fumbles and drags you half asleep to go out dancing with her under the full moon. Wearing nothing but your animal skin and a smile, she'll soothe any bumps and bruises you receive in opening up to life with the most tender and effective of ministrations. For she is just as tender as a nurse as she is a wild, raging dance partner. This oracle also brings you guidance. You have divine permission to do something ridiculous. Be it ridiculous in your own mind, for your age or career path, or some identity or version of yourself you or another hold. The more ridiculous or inappropriate it seems, the more it moves you from your heart. Without rhythm or reason, the better. This is not about hurting people or behaving without moral code. It is not about childish, indulgent, and questionable justification for letting ego misbehave. It is not about the ego at all. The wild red mother eats ego for breakfast. This guidance is about listening to the truth of your heart and allowing your soul to throb with aliveness, making the move more important than any restriction, opinion, judgment, or fear the mind, yours or that of others, could summon. Sacred honoring ritual. Place your hands open before you and say aloud, I call on the passionate wild red mother who loves me without condition and the brother of my soul, Rumi. I ask for your guardianship on the path of divine passion now. May I lead with my heart, dance in life without fear, and surrender into truth, singing with my soul, becoming a leader of the new way of love upon this sacred earth. It is safe for me to be in my wild divinity. It is the only safe and true way for me to thrive. I am blessed now in the wild red mother's unconditionally loving protection and grace. So be it. Wow, that is absolutely magical. I hope this moved you as much as it is moving me right now. It is absolutely beautiful, okay? Love heals. Love heals everything. And there's such a lack of love in the world right now for so many reasons. All right. I feel like we have such a clear message here, but we're gonna dig a little deeper and do the clarifying love situation. Flight plan. Sometimes things fall apart for better things to come. Yes, not being scared to let go. And then we have liberated destiny. With release comes freedom. With release comes freedom. Wow. It almost feels like these two are just gonna be like, F it. F it. Who cares about any of these limitations surrounding us? Love's disguise. Go beyond superficial looks and see who they truly are. Okay, but you have the masks here. So it's not even about, you guys do see each other. You saw each other for the heart, but there's an energy of thinking it was a physical connection. Frozen heart. Empathy and warmth melts barriers for true connection. The heart chakra again here. So very profound healing of the heart chakra going on. Finding forever. Your path holds infinite possibilities if you dare. And just what that Rumi was saying, right? If you grab on and to the passion of the wild red mother, the infinite possibilities. And when I was on my walk, I saw like a piece of metal, like it almost looked like a paperclip bent into an infinity sign. And I was like, that is so random. And what's the chances of that, right? Like for that to perfectly be bent somehow into a infinity sign and to fall like in the place of my walk. Very interesting. Delicate balance. Strike a balance between freedom and commitment. Okay, we all have to stay anchored to our commitments, of course. So how do we find this wild, passionate freedom that we're looking for? That is way too many. Take them. Okay. Crossing over. Bridge the gap between your hearts with trust. Yes, that is so beautiful. Wow. Shining sign. Trust in the universe's plan and follow your heart. All of this entire message is about following your heart. Fluttering heart. Your passion leads you to the love you desire. Wow. Your passion leads you to the love you desire. That's the message. This is such a beautiful message. This is such a beautiful message here. Let me just straighten these out for a second before I pick up this last card. Someone here has got to follow their heart. You're not going to be fully happy in life until you do. Turbulence. Heal unresolved conflicts with kindness, not anger. So again, with that message, to come with passion and love instead of anger, right? And with the turbulence, like in that song, what if we heal? What if we heal? The world would be a better place. I know that for sure. Okay, since this is feeling so twin flamey, we are going to go with my favorite twin flame deck by Intuit Oracle. Let's get some messages from your person's 5D higher self. I wish I could say what I really feel. Someday I will, but right now I'm afraid of myself. Okay, so still in fear energy. We have 9. We need to wait for divine timing. Time is healing our wounds and creating the perfect conditions for our reunion. I just got London very profoundly. London. Could be your name. You could have some tie to London. You could be in London right now. You could live in London. You could be thinking about moving to London. Any of those things. My heart is with another right now. I have to finish this karmic contract in order to be free. Okay. I feel like this is the feminine here. this is the feminine here. Okay. And maybe you are feminine in the 3D, but you resonate more with the masculine energy. But this is tying back again. They're bringing me to the matriarchal side with staying in unhappy relationships here. I feel the sexual energy between us, yet it's beyond physical attraction. So there's that recognition that this is not just physical here. It needs to be elevated to the expression of deep, unconditional love. We have 3-3 here. Oh, 3-3-3. These feelings overwhelm me and I become afraid. Sometimes I even run away from you because of it. Okay, and again, back to that. We're actually running away from ourselves. Okay. Taking me back to that song. I think you're beautiful inside and out. I see the light that radiates from your soul. And there's this energy, especially coming from that song, of this masculine feeling like they're too dark for you, that they don't want to ruin you in some sense. Not understanding that you also have that darkness, okay? Probably similar darkness. I'm conflicted about whether I have what it takes to be your partner. Exactly, not feeling good enough. Here's another 8. Ooh, the spider there's a spider on the window. We had the elusive spider here. Very interesting. Been very much trying to run from this connection. I feel you pulling away and it triggers my fears that you'll leave me for good, okay? And this is a 5. That's change energy. We have been picking up on the feminine energy, really letting this go at this time, okay? Like in the c'est la vie energy, like come what may. If this is gonna happen, it's gonna happen. But for now, I have to like move on energetically. I'm looking for a way out of this situation so I can be free. Another 5, okay? So there's definitely third-party energy here. Ooh, 5-5-5. You could be seeing that. Neither one of us is being honest right now. Why are we afraid to express ourselves? So again, with the running away from oneself here. Okay, last one, Spirit. It amazes me when we say the same thing at the same time or finish each other's sentences. So recognition of the telepathy here. That could have happened a few times when you guys were in each other's energy. Oh, wow. We are one. Don't let fear get in the way of this truth. And then we have the 1 card there with the Rumi as well. Beautiful. All right. Wow, this was such beautiful energy. I don't even want to end the reading. But I know people's attention spans are very short these days. Astrology dice. What else do you want to tell us? Ooh. We have Gemini energy, so duality, right? The ego and the heart. The duality is very fitting here. And then we have Mars, which speaks to action and courage and passion. Passion has really been so prevalent in this reading, like the passion and going after one's heart. And then we have 4, which represents, it's the house of parental figures. Domestic issues are at the heart of your question, okay? So thank you, Spirit, for bringing us right back to that maternal wounding of some type of lineage of staying in relationships that aren't quite fitting because of society's expectations, okay? That is for somebody very strongly. You are meant to be, I just heard Waysayer. You are meant to be the one that changes this, okay? Oh, wow, we have the baby deer. Okay, so this is kind of like newbie energy, like this whole new world you're about to walk into spiritually. I'm just seeing the baby deer, like when they start to walk and like they're all wobbly, okay? It's gonna feel like that for a minute. We have the elephant energy here, okay? Elephants are very, very intelligent creatures, very large, but also huge, huge hearts. So this could be the energy of the masculine. They may be very big spirit, or like not only big hearted, but just big stature wise. And we have a heart here. So I mean, if this doesn't tell you, Spirit is telling you to go after your heart here. To go after your heart. That is where you are going to find your happiness, right? To go after your passions. All right, my loves. I hope this helped you. I hope it gave you a little bit of guidance. I hope it helped strengthen your intuition on what you're already knowing and feeling. I love you very much. And until next time, love and light.